Since I have birds and my dog has allergies, we're going to be doing my live outside. I have a small table here and a wand that I'm going to be using as well, a comb, a pair of scissors, and obviously gloves, and my coffee. Yes, this is a very expensive sweatshirt, but I turned it inside out and it has like a little stain on it anyway. But if you are doing your hair, obviously wear something that you don't care about. It's kind of a funny joke, inside joke, but if you see my last video, you see what I wore. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I love this kit because it comes with this and I need it. Here's the instructions. Here is my powder lightener. My gloves should be in here. Before you start, you're supposed to have dry, detangled, unshampooed hair, which is why my hair is dirty. Not dirty, but 2 days, 1 or 2 days without washing. The gloves are not in here, so I don't know what happened with that. These must be the gloves. Okay, so basic standard gloves. Pull my sleeves up, but it doesn't matter. Typically I would. Now, being as though I've done this 5,000 million trillion times, I don't need the directions, but basically this is a really good serum to protect your ends and stuff. I'm gonna hold on to this, clean out this comb, and basically my brushes don't work as good as a comb because I have very ethnic coarse hair. Just my hair tie, and where I'm gonna start is all in here. Okay, so I'm gonna take out my braid. And this stuff is toxic, obviously, so keep it the fuck away from your animals. Hence why I'm outside. This is the 40V cream developer. And you keep it out of reach of kids, obviously, so dogs as well. And I keep it way away from her. Hey! The scissors are obviously gonna be for this. And anybody who's watching, I love you. Thank you so much for the love, help, and all the support. Thank you for the contributions. I appreciate everybody. This is not really a dye, so to speak. This is more to lift up any brassiness, which is yellow, orange, colors that don't really reflect my blonde. Like, I want my hair almost to a white. This is like equivalent to like a purple shampoo, but much, much stronger. And that's why I did leave a little bit of root. I did not want my hair to look very unnatural. And once you see the outcome, you will understand why it's a two-step process and why this powder lightener is so important. Because right now, my hair is very unnatural, and for like employment purposes, and like business purposes, if you want people to take you seriously, whether it's like a job or court, you're gonna have to look presentable. And as much as like all of us want to look cool with like the facial tattoos and the weird shit like that, as far as I'm concerned, I don't make enough money to give up working a 9-to-5 job yet, or at least part-time, here and there. So I have to maintain an attitude of kind of, you know, I'll do what I gotta do for the money. And unfortunately, you know, there are young females who are successful, and males, whether they rap, act, trap, model, and they don't need to worry about, you know, looking professional, because they're making enough money virtually, whether it's in the metaverse or through these apps, to kind of forget about work. Thank you so much. And that is really what my message is. Like, I want people to understand that it's really important to do the best with what you have and to take care of yourself. And that's why I'm doing these like get ready with me's and these little routines, and why I'm giving you guys an insight into how I've developed the skill of using discernment. And I want everybody to know that without God, none of this will be possible. You know, I was the type of dope fiend and the type of prostitute that didn't know what day of the week it was, unfortunately. And, you know, to go from that to sitting in a backyard with, you know, the dog that I love, and the ability to take care of myself, like you said, after going through a lot of health issues and health problems, I do find it to be a blessing. And I always want people to know that in order for God to find you, thank you, like, in order to be found, you must first be lost, type of thing. So if you need some sort of hope, or some kind of proof that there is something better for you, that's why I have my channel, because I want people to understand that you don't need but the hope the size of a mustard seed. God will perform miracles in your everyday, day-to-day life, because God is real. And that's why I'm doing more with my writing, my prayer journaling, and my dream journaling, because I want people to understand that this is not some made up, thank you. This is not some made up, fabricated channel where I'm using my imagination and like I'm some kind of false prophet. I'm just a regular waitress from Ocean County, New Jersey. I'm a mother, and basically I want everybody to know and understand that the government, the 1%, the people in high positions of power, they are trying really hard to control your mind. And I say that, you know, to say I'm not a conspiracy theorist or one of those, you know what I'm saying, freaks or weirdos. Like, I do watch Gaia and all that, but I'm saying this because it's true. And how I know it's true is because I lived to tell the story. And I want younger females who may be caught in addiction, or older females, whoever you are, anybody. I want everybody to know that recovery is possible, and you can do it. It doesn't have to be through 90 meetings in 90 days. It is a good start to go to meetings and everything like that, but also you will find a tremendous amount of drugs at the meetings, as well as some of these places that drug court and the state sends you, or ISP sends you. When I was on the intense supervision program 7 years ago, before I completed it successfully, I realized that it's all about money, and the state gets an exceptional amount of money for you to be inside of rehabs and jails. And it's all about, you just follow the money and do your own research. Don't take it from me, because I want you guys to understand that the only thing I really want to be preachy about is the exact word that comes out of the real Bible or a Quran, in the original form. I'm not going to sit here and mince words when it comes to spirituality, because I'm not God and I'm not a spiritual leader. I'm just a regular girl who got clean and who got out of homelessness. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I died multiple times in a week. My best friend and my cousin, more of a brother, died, and he didn't get revived, even though I did. And he was a devout Christian. I do have his Bible. That's the only thing I really have besides his picture. And we came up with, a lot of different ideologies as far as how to make money, how to hustle, how to change lives, how to make friends. And he had a lot of friends, and we have a lot in common. And I want to be more like Vinny and less like myself, because my cousin was selfless. If there was a homeless person outside and he was wearing a leather jacket, he would give it to them. And that's the type of person Jesus was. And being as though my cousin was my hero, so to speak, and a big role model in my life, I try my best to encourage people to listen to my story and allow me to explain to them what happened with my cousin and how fentanyl really affects us and how easy it is to die from a fentanyl overdose. Because Vinny was not a everyday IV drug user. He had 5 years clean. He was on the Suboxone program. He was working. He was actually at work when he died. And, I guess he didn't take his Suboxone that day, and somebody helped him use a needle because he wasn't the type to shoot up. And, there was no bringing him back. His mom tried to resuscitate him with CPR. I heard the story a million times, and I feel like, very slighted that my cousin was taken from me, because I had the ways and means mentally to prevent this from happening, because I had all of the real life experience, and he brought me closer to the Lord, and I should have brought him closer to recovery and sobriety. But I cannot beat myself up and be guilty about it. I can only talk to you guys about how I recover, how I stay clean. And anybody that tells you it's easy is lying. It is the most difficult thing I have ever done, aside from quitting cigarettes. Thank you. And I just want people to know that you can do it. One thing is for certain though, if you don't have a dog or a pet, like primarily a dog, I always say God spelled backwards is dog, or you've never experienced unconditional love from like a family member, a mom, whoever, teacher, you're not gonna be able, thank you so much, you're not gonna be able to do this alone. I'm telling you some real shit. Like, I vibe alone. I'm a loner because Every single person in my community that I've ever chose to interact with drinks and does drugs, and I can't be around it. That's why I don't work at a strip club. It's part of the reason why I don't work at a bar. I don't want to be around alcohol or drugs. And in 2022, it's very, very, very hard to find a friend, an acquaintance, an opportunity for employment. It's impossible, damn near impossible to stay away from. So if anybody tells you it's easy, or if someone's like in a relationship with a guy or a girl early in recovery and they're focused on that, they're not recovering. I could tell you that. And that is the reason I'm single. A lot of people say you're pretty, you're smart, thank you, and it means more to me than you'll ever know. But the thing is, I can't get into relationships. I just want to talk to everybody who watches me and who has any questions, because I'm building a pretty solid network. Really, I'm very surprised at how popular I've gotten, even though I don't have millions of supporters. Even just one or two really solid. Thank you so much. And yesterday I made a pretty good amount of money, like not thousands or hundreds, but like even just the 2 contributions. I received like 2 people sent me $35 yesterday back to back, and like, it's an honor and a privilege for people to support my art. And like, the way that I take my time out to help, it goes a lot of times unnoticed and unrecognized and unappreciated, but I do it for God, and God rewards me. And I'm not one of those holier than thou, like Bible thumpers or Jesus freaks. I still model nude. Well, the modeling is still up on Patreon. Whether I do new content or not, depends upon people and their ability to pay me. As long as they're paying, I'm gonna be on there. But if I had a husband or a significant other, that's like the number one question I get. Will you eventually stop when you get married and things like that? And obviously, yeah, because I'm gonna respect my partner, and that's all there is to it. But I know that being completely monogamous is very important to me. So I'm celibate for the moment, and trying to stay either celibate or monogamous, because our bodies are a temple for us, as corny as it sounds. Your body is you'd be surprised what sex with random people or poor spiritual aspects will do to your body. Thank you. So I got all my stuff in my hair, and I'm gonna have a cigarette and have some coffee, and Nala's just chilling. But my advice to anybody who's struggling, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, financially, literally anything that you're struggling with, I promise you, a dog is obviously children help as well, but children can actually express themselves and communicate. When I developed a relationship with my dog is when I started to feel like God saved me, because Nala, yeah, dogs are amazing. Nala basically saved my life. She's the reason why I am who I am. I can't live without her. Like, I don't even want to go one day without her. She's the best, most amazing thing that ever happened to me. She's very protective, and she helps me in a lot of ways. Like, emotionally, she's my number one support. So, yeah. I owe a lot to God, and I do owe a lot to my dog because she inspires me to be better. She helps me wake up every day, and I make her all her own homemade food. I cook for her 3 times a day. She drinks the best water. She gets the biggest bone in the store, and she gets very well taken care of because she deserves it. So I get a lot of drama in real life around my dog. Different people have disrespected me in different ways when it comes to my dog, and I think she'll kill for me. So I don't know. I just want you guys to know I'm here for it. I'm working towards like all my goals, and I'm trying to be a good role model for not only my children, but anybody who watches YouTube and comes across my videos. So I love you guys.